Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XI. And as you may notice, we are in... well, we're actually in Halvung. You might have thought Ifrit's Cauldron or... Mount Zaelm, but no, we're in Halvung. I'm here for a ZNM because I want to get a sword for Style Lock, although the ZNM we're actually here to kill doesn't drop the item directly. It actually unlocks a path to a further NM, and it's really rather annoying now navigating Halvung. So I did most of that navigation off camera. I'm subbing Thief, so I haven't really been using Sneak or anything. But, you know, we're at item level. We can afford to aggro like the whole zone, basically. So this is where the NM spawns. It's a bomb called Reacton, and it should give us a key item seal that'll let us fight the actual NM that we want to fight, which is an NM called Achamoth, which I'm pretty sure back in the day no one ever fought Reacton, but I could be remembering wrong. All I remember is my Link Shell fought would make pop sets to get ZNMs for Achamoth because everyone wanted its sword. It's a sword that's featured in Final Fantasy for at least since Final Fantasy 5 as a sword, I believe. But before that, it actually technically was in the series under other names. I mean, it's a sword with the same effect, though. It kills giants. It's supposed to kill giants. It's called the Ogre Nyx. But it gets mistranslated, or got mistranslated, in a lot of earlier entries. I believe, like in 7, for instance, there's a sword called the Organics. It gets mistranslated Organics, like just the word organic but with an S on it, because the translator didn't know the word Nyx, meaning, you know, N-I-X. And so, you know, as in like defeat or destroy or kill. Ogre killer, basically. And technically, that's been around. In Final Fantasy 1, it was called the Giant Sword. And that, it was supposed to be super effective against giants, and you found it in Gurgu Volcano. But Reacton here is just a bomb, and it's kind of like Snow, but with, I don't know, more of a fire thing going for it. And we're at item level, so it's just gonna die. Like, it's not. We're not here for the challenge. We're just here for the novelty. Oh, I think that's full drops. Which we don't, like I said, we don't care about this in NM's drops actually, but to show you what it does drop. The Reacton arm is a ninja-only throwing thing. It supposedly adds more damage to Mijin Gakker, which is, you know, blowing yourself up. And attack plus 10. And if we cared about that at all, we'd keep it, but we don't, so we're not going to keep inventory -1. As for the other stuff it dropped, let's see. Magic Strap. Spell interruption rate down 5%. Very exclusive. I don't think I've ever seen that before. I'm having trouble imagining what it would be good for. Maybe two-handed paladin sword if you were tanking and you really needed to never get interrupted. Or Rune Fencer as well. I guess it's not terrible, but I don't think it's anything to write home about. And then the ashes we have to take back to Sanraku in Atragon, so we will do that. And I figured instead of starting this video off with beating the rest of the Ark Angels, I would start off with something else. I am going to go back and fight Ark Angel Tarutaru and Ark Angel Hume to get them as trusts. I just felt like, I mean, I don't want to jump right back into doing storyline just yet. I do wanted to have a video with Ark Angels in it, but I wanted to have a little bit more meat to it. And I figured, hey, I should also remind that there's other content to show off that I do want to show off, like ZNMs. Because I don't think I've even shown off like more than like 3 or 4 ZNMs, if that many. So the way ZNMs work pretty much is like I think the first 2 tiers you can kill any of the NMs that you want to on the tier. But then once you get to tier 3, you have to kill each of the tier 3s once in order to get all the seals you need to kill a tier 4. And the tier 4 ZNMs are basically magical, more powerful versions of Cerberus, Chimera, and Hydra. But it's been a long time, so I don't fully remember. So he gave me a salmon colored seal. That should let him... If I've got enough Zinni for this, we should be fine. Let's see... Yeah... Achamoth. Yes, please. Oh, I don't have enough Zinni. You son of a bitch. Well, I guess we'll come back to this. Because we've got a Soul Trapper, I think, in my Mog Locker. I think I showed it off before, but the Nulls in Abyssia Tarangi, regardless of what his subject of interest is, they count as being Nidhogg, basically. So he pays, like, I think it's like 1,800, 1,900 Zinni per plate. So if we go get that, it'll be fine. But since that's like a whole thing, we might as well just hop back to what we're supposed to be doing and getting the Ark Angels killed, which we'll have to stop by Relude Gardens to get that real objective for Tarutaru. A Rune Fencer wearing black armor that called himself Gafgarian. I guess it makes sense. I'm glad to see a Final Fantasy Tactics fan. A lot of fans of Final Fantasy XI were actually Final Fantasy Tactics fans. Of course, it's hard to not be a Final Fantasy Tactics fan once you play it, unless you just absolutely hate the art style and grid-based tactical gameplay. Although, in my opinion, if there's anything to hate about Final Fantasy Tactics, it's just the fact that it's a little too fucking easy, and it's super, super duper easy to get overpowered. Like, no matter what job you make Ramza or your party members, as long as you're not doing some stupid thing like making every single person chemists, you're gonna be so damn powerful by the end of the game that, like, or not even by the end of the game, like halfway point of the game, that nothing is really gonna challenge you. That's right, overcome your cowardice. Give me that shit. I think this will be what? Like, Mithra was 3, let's see, so 2? 1.2 maybe in Sky? Hey, I think that Corn Elf person just got Master. I think I saw the other night they weren't. They didn't have the stars over their head, I think. Of course, I could be remembering wrong. I think it's 2. I think they basically had us kill them in reverse order of the home point numbers. Which I guess that means it's like drawing a star. Like 5 to 4 to 3 to 2 to 1. Yeah, it's drawing a star. A 5-point star. Just like the layout of the map for Garden of Rumet. And damn, I'm getting hungry. I always feel like I eat too much these days. Ugh. But every time I think that, like, I'll be thinking, man, I eat too much. And then I'll look at the clock and it's like, oh, you haven't eaten in 9 hours. Oh. Gotta admit that Scythe is really cool and him catching it like that's really cool, but I can never take a Taru seriously. It's just not in my nature. I think we want King of Hearts because he's like sub white mage. I know that because he at least has curse now, up to curse now. I don't know if he has Stona or not. But the danger with Ark Angel Taru is the fact that 1, he can sleep all of us, so sleep with 2, and 2, he has Amon Drive, which is like silence and petrify. I know he's got something that petrifies. Of course, theoretically, he should have like really low HP, and shouldn't be that bad. Oh, I never switched off Thief's Hub. It's gonna cost me a little bit more skill damage, but you know, whatever. Hey, bro. What's up, button? Slut. I miss when Blood Rage added the crit damage. Yeah, there's Amon Drive. Uh-oh, it got a Pururu as well. Could I'm getting menu lag. Oh, come on. We were gonna make a light skill chain on your ass. And my controller's going crazy now. Meteor, you son of a bitch. No, equip my fucking set, damn it. Oh, he's paralyzed. Nice. Dude, you already slept us, man. That's a wake-up call. Why am I stuck? Why am I stuck? Even before the spell lock and the sleep, I just got stuck on nothing. My TP so low. I'm too used to being on red mage and I have the macros in different spots because I'm stupid. Well, that was messy, but we did it. I don't think anything from there is going to be worth anything. Okay, but we can... Oh, really? Making me wait. So I want to enter this lockstyle in this contest that someone's come up with on the auction house site. They're offering 60 million gil, and I mean, I don't think they're gonna have the same taste as me, and it's all subjective. Plus, there's probably some rigging going on behind the scenes. But it is kind of fun. Someone else is getting Reddited on it. And might as well enter it, you know, you never know. Of course, to collect the 60 million, I'd have to move a character to Ashura for a while, and it'd be kind of annoying. Could be worse, I suppose. Also, yeah, I don't think I'd ever want to fight Taru on a higher difficulty. That'd be madness without like a good party setup or something. Also, I'm pretty sure it would be better off if you had like a bunch of Rangers and Corsairs or something, because like he teleports around and having to run to him it really sucks. Of course, I don't think ranged attacks can interrupt magic, but then, you know, just not having to run to him, it would be pretty pivotal. You'd probably have like a paladin, shield bash, any problem spells. You can have a dark knight there as well. Weapon bash and stun. And like a ranger, a corsair, and like a white mage, and a red mage or something. Something like paralyze worked on him pretty well. I bet Adel does too, so be pretty great. Gonna get our Dragoon sub job back. It's kind of cool that Dragoon's a worthwhile sub these days. Although back in the day, it was actually kind of worthwhile. Because there's this earring called the Wyvern earring, and it's latent. It has a latent effect, and the latent effect is haste plus 5%. And the latent is active if you sub Dragoon. So it doesn't work for Dragoon main, it only works for sub Dragoon. And this was pretty damn amazing for like Warrior / Dragoon with the Great Axe, or Samurai / Dragoon with the Great Katana, because you could cap haste that way from gear if you had all the very best gear, like Wall Turban, Duskgloves +1, Speed Belt, Yaku's Hayadate, Duskblade Delsons +1, or Unicorn Leggings if you could stand having to obey the latent on those to get the haste. But either way, that will end the Blitz ring, I think. So it's like 4, 9, 15, 19, 24 haste. And then you have the Wyvern earring, boom, you get the 26% haste cap. Although I guess that means you wouldn't need the Blitz ring, and you wouldn't need Dusk with Delsons +1. So you don't even actually have to have the very best gear. It was that, and the accuracy bonus, and the jumps that were pretty nice. And, our Ark Angel harem is growing again. AATT. Someone got ATAT messed up. Also, you ever hear a Star Wars fan call an AT-AT an AT-AT? The first time I heard someone say that, I was just like, what the fuck are you talking about? What the hell's an AT-AT? apparently some fans are like that. They just like roll with the very first, like, either the very first pronunciation they hear or that comes to mind, or someone else refers to it as that. I think it's cool, so they also start referring to it that way, and it's just like, no, no, you bastards, it's not cool. I like how many sparks these rows are giving us. Okay, shut up, Jamal. I don't know which Empyrean weapon I want to do next. Pretty much all the ones that are left for us to do are all for like one or two jobs. They're not for. There's no more of them are for 3 jobs or more. Of course, there's only. I mean, most of the Empyrean weapon skills are, I believe, 2 job. Thing. I don't know. Okay, it doesn't matter where we zone to, we just have to zone. Yeah. If you can't tell, I'm a little bit tired. It's pretty late. It's like 20 minutes to 3 a.m. I got home from work tonight at 11 and took a nice hot bath for like, well, it takes like fucking close to 20 minutes to fucking fill the tub. But after I was in the tub, I was in the tub for, I guess, about 15 to 20 minutes as well. So I spent about an hour, took a massive BM before that too. So it took about an hour in the bathroom, just relaxing and de-stressing, decompressing. Then I let myself get stuck into a stupid forum argument. Final Fantasy 14 forums. It's not even really an argument. It's more just like I stated an opinion and other people are like, your opinion's dumb. And it's just like, not any dumber than yours. But people gotta be petty. It's the internet, so. And that's petty as in small-minded and mean-spirited. Like, but both, like, petty has multiple definitions. And, I usually take it to mean, you know, like, you know, you're trifling over something. Which, I guess you could see it as me trifling over something too, but. It's just the fact that in the next Final Fantasy 14 patch, they're doing Golbez as a boss, and they're making him use a gigantic broadsword, and they reused the mob skeleton from Thornton from the Heavensward expansion in that game. And Thornton was a fantastic boss, especially his extreme trial version. But he was also, well, not entirely original, because he's the King Knight or whatever from the Knights of the Round summon from Final Fantasy VII. But, like, he was original as a character and as a concept, and had a, you know, a unique monster rigging. It was the first time that frame had been used. And now it's being completely recycled onto a major reference character in the main storyline, you know, who probably should have been given his own rigging and his own stuff, so what can you do? But yeah, someone said that it was the first time that the main storyline had done that. I don't think it actually was, because they reused tons of frames and skeletons all the time in Final Fantasy 14. It's just good, you know, practice. You know, why, you know, make the most of an asset. Why do a whole ton of work every single time? But this time, you know, it's blatant. They just copy pasted Thornton and put, you know, black armor and you know, this black sword that Golbez never had. I swear to God, if you cite the after years, though, like, no, fucking forget about the after years. They don't exist. Okay, so here we are fighting Ark Angel Hume. It's kind of poetic. He's got the same model as Calm Wind, except Ark Angel colored. Gotta defeat ourselves as our final one. Which we could technically use all the other Archangels against them. Might not be a bad idea, but you know, honestly, I kind of want stuns. I want a more balanced party. And I've already been doing kind of a balanced party, but Hume is no joke. Pretty sure he's harder than all the others. Archangel Mithra's charm notwithstanding. The main reason for that is he starts to get TP really fast, and he is very brutal with the skill chains he's capable of performing, because they give him access to Shantucine, you know, the Empyrean sword weapon skill, but he's also got access to Swift Blade, Savage Blade, his own unique thing called Cross Reaver or something, which is like a conal AoE in front of him that also inflicts slow 2 and overrides haste 2 as far as I'm aware, and does a butt ton of damage. He also uses Mighty Strikes like all the time. Clearly he's dual wielding, so he attacks. Clearly he has double attack, so he can quadruple attack in an attack round. And on the higher difficulties, he can use Mishingaku at any time. But anything at normal and below, he only will do it at the very end of the fight. So basically, on the higher difficulties, he cheats, and then on the lower difficulties, he's reasonable. There's these really long, like, strategies with like all rangers or all summoners or whatever, and they sound pretty wacko to me, but I probably should have actually done my trust order a bit different, because as it is right now, I think everyone's going to get hit by Cross Reaver. No, just say, okay, that's acceptable, I suppose. Oh, Mr. Archangel Hume, don't give me the bad touch. Maybe it's not slow 2. Maybe I just never had haste 2 before or something. Of course, I was doing this on Blue Mage before. Ah, there it is. Maybe it's actually a dispelling effect. Ah, don't kill me at the last second, you bastard. Okay, cool. It was entirely too common for when I was like trying to do this to get his sword, which I still never succeeded in. Sometimes on my Blue Mage, even on very easy, he would, at the very end of the fight or close to the end of the fight, he starts to use better weapon skills more consistently, like Shantucine back to back, and that causes self-flight. And his Shantucines, even through damage taken gear, like he's able to do like 600 to 700 damage. You know, twice in a row, that's 1400, and then his skill chain is usually full damage. So it's another 700, and it's like, bro, I ain't got that much HP. But we did it! Yay, we got all the Ark Angel trust. We're the greatest. We're the best around. Nothing ever gonna get us down. The sad thing is like, we're not really gonna use them very much. Like, even Archangel Elvin, like, she's supposed to be the tank or whatever. But from what I can tell, you know, she has no AoE management. Which, sometimes you just want your tank trust to only tank one thing and not touch the other stuff. Which, you know, Valinor will pretty much never do. He always touches everything, pretty much, with his Uriel blade. But, I don't know, there's been so many situations where I want all the enemies on the tank trust. Alright. Bada bing, bada boom. All the Archangels are missing is a white mage. Or a red mage, I guess. Well, actually, I guess since Archangel Elvin is a paladin slash white mage, they're actually not missing a white mage, because I don't think it's reflected on their trust status, but, you know, when you fight them for real, you know, obviously they have the superpower ability of both jobs that they are. Like, and she has benediction, so it counts. Just seems like she doesn't have Cure 6 or anything. So they could really use a they've got what, Samurai slash Dragoon, Paladin slash White Mage, I was gonna say Mithra slash Thief, Beastmaster slash Thief, Warrior slash Ninja, and Black Mage slash Dark Knight. They could really use, you know, something else like, I don't know, Red Mage slash Bard. Oh, God, I am yawning like crazy. Yeah, I guess that would be the combo. Although they could also make it kind of cool if it was Red Mage slash Ranger. Something people forget a lot is that Red Mage actually has a D in bows, and can get a bow from Ambuscade that lets it use Imperial Arrow. It's not very good, mind you, but for Red Mage to do that, it doesn't have access to good arrows. In order to successfully realize dark-based trust magic, I tried replicating the connection that my research was based on, but it is not going so well. If only I could get to the truth of the matter, it could be like a ticket to eternal paradise without the unfortunate precursor of dying first. Okay, so let's look up. Let's just look up this NPC by his name. Okay. Okay, let's see. Apparently we can, we can get a bunch of other trusts if we do the next quests. And they begin with Jamal, so I guess we got a zone again. They're not anything we're going to be able to do really quickly because apparently it's it looks like 500,000 capacity points. While we get this key item that I guess we're going to be given. Assuming we can start this. I guess we should count our trust magic before we try to talk to them. Let's see, we'll start at the bottom. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, nice. 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79. Okay, so we are 7 trusts short of being able to get our trusts powered up, or start the quest to get our trusts powered up. So we'll have to look into getting other trusts somehow. I know we can get Arciella from doing Seekers of Adeline, and we'll also get Iroha 2 from finishing Rhapsodies completely. That would get us 81 trusts. We need 86, so we need 5 other trusts from somewhere else. I suppose we don't have all of the Serpent Generals, right? We have Ruhajin and Milia Leopo. There's quests we can do to get Gadalar. Oh no, I think we have Najalith already, actually. But we can get Gadalar and Zazarg. That'd be 2 more. See, we still need 3 more after that, though. I'll consult the trust page later. For now, let's go ahead and I guess step into my Mog house and get that thing, and then we'll go to that thing I sent you. Did you get that thing? We'll head over to Abyssia Tarangi and get Zinni pictures for Senraku so that we can go fight Achamoth so that we can be disappointed when it doesn't drop the sword that I want. And then I'll have inventory -1 because I actually already had an Achamoth antenna. Because either I killed it earlier in life already and didn't get the sword that I want, or I got the antenna from the Goblin box and didn't realize it was something I just give to Sanraku back at that point. Because I didn't really care. I was like, oh, that's really the Zinni monsters, and then I just didn't. Oh, we gotta grab the thing. Give me the thing! Yeah. Thinking about Empyrean weapon skills again, though. I'm thinking the next one I want to grab is because I've got Great Katana, Dagger, Sword, Great Axe so far. I'm thinking the next one I want to do is Great Sword, which it's only available for use by Dark Knights and Paladins, but it's very cool looking. It's basically Ground Strike on steroids. It's called Tor Cleaver. It's a Vitality modifier, like 80% Vitality modifier, which is kind of its weakness. But it has really high damage value, and it has light/distortion properties, just like Shantusine. What was I supposed to be grabbing? Oh yeah, the camera. Plus it looks cool. And it would actually be really cool to have with an item level Ragnarok, because on Dark Knight at least, or Paladin as well I guess, we'd have access to literally every greatsword weapon skill, and we could do, like, you know, Scourge, and then resolution to make light, and then we could torque lever off that for double light, and it would be pretty damn powerful. We could also do well, I guess it. Well, we could also do torque lever, scourge. Well, no, that would just make light, actually. Okay, so no, we do ground strike, scourge, and make fusion. Wait, no, it wouldn't. It would just make light because the primary properties would interact first, I think. I'm gonna say there was a way we could three-step a light with resolution closing. But if we wanted resolution to close, it would literally just be do scourge then resolution. And oh, either way, it's a really cool, like, we get another really cool thing, and it lets us do double light, like badasses. I need to put those scrolls away before I get tempted to throw them away. I don't think I'm ever gonna use Wind Carol 2 whenever I play Bard, because whenever I play Bard, it's gonna be literally just to level it, and then maybe for like ambuscade groups or something. Okay, let's see. Brain, please work, please. Poor Juno, because we're going to Taronga Canyon to get pictures and nulls to give this Enraku so we can go fight Ajamoth, so I can get this sword so that I can submit a lockstyle submission to this 60 million kill contest. Of course, even if I do win, since I don't want to move Calm Wind off of Bahamut, because this is where I want to play with people, I would only be, and I can't move Dumakulam, because I moved him at the same time as Calm Wind, so you're not allowed to move the same characters like for like a month or something. I'd have to move Vire, and he'd be stuck on, I think he'd be stuck on, he might not be stuck on, well, we'll see. It's all a pipe dream. I don't think I'll win. I'm pretty sure some female character will probably win with not necessarily scantily clad stuff, but a lot of the gear in the game has different appearance on female characters, and people always have a softer spot for female characters anyway, you know, since the majority of people play them. And there's already a really strong submission from a guy that had like turned up graphics and a cute-faced Hume female as on Dancer, with the Dancer Mythic at the Dancer Empyrean, and then it was like a Tamarli Joshan, Tamarli Dastanas. I think it was like the Dancer. It was either the standard Dancer AF pants and shoes or the relic ones. I think it was the standard ones though. It's a real nice looking lock style. But honestly, to my eyes, because I'm a jerky, stupid face, I just sort of felt like it was kind of uninspired. I mean, it didn't look bad. It just didn't look like it was like, you know, it looked more like it was just like an elegant dancer in heavy leather armor, and you know, it looked good. She looked good, but I don't know, it didn't seem fancy, it didn't seem, you know, regal. It just sort of, it was just kind of there, like, I don't know how to put it. Basic, I guess? I don't know. Then again, a lot of the armor in this game is relatively basic, and the more ornate stuff is a little too over the top. I'm just a sucker for color coordination, and I feel like the lock style I'm using right now is pretty coordinated, as busy as it is, you know. So I think that's the hardest thing to do in 11 lock style fashion or whatever, is to coordinate colors, because everything in this game is just drastically different in coloration. Even ones that are super similar are just different. So hey there, Bubby. You wanna pose for a picture? You wanna breathe dragon breath on me? You wanna conduct with my penis? Alright, I've got Dragon Killer because I've got Dragoon stuff going on. Let's see how much Red Lotus Blade does to him, just because. Almost nothing! Because they're super resilient to. Totally killed the shit out of that. Oops. Oh yeah, they're super resilient to. Fire and ice. Yeah, people used to make parties do light skill chains on Fafnir because they wanted it to get magic burst with thunder. But I mean, they're also weak to water, so like, and I think they're actually weaker to water than they are to lightning. So people should have been making darkness, but never suffered the player base to break the mold. Okay, the camera had plenty of uses, but we're gonna run out of soul plates. That's okay though, I think we only need 2 or 3 successful ones, so. Disengage. I think we need to be facing the monster. The best results here. Yeah, damn right, I successfully captured the images thingamajig. I'm sure I've said it before, but ZNMs are related to getting mythic weapons as well. You have to kill all 3 tier 4 ones to get their titles for being like renowned. There's like a renowned portion of creating a mythic weapon. Like you have to be a captain, so you have to have done all 50 assaults. You have to clear Treasure Battleground storyline. You have to have beaten all the salvage bosses. You have to have beaten all of the beastmen leaders in their strongholds. So Medusa, Gerfurler the Menacing, and the Galul Jaja. You have to collect, it's like, it's an obscene amount of Nizul Isle tokens. It's like 100,000 or something. You've got to get all 50 assaults done again, but with a log book in your inventory that you... it's inventory -1 basically until you fill it out and turn it in. And you have to, I think, trade it to the Rune of Release before you complete an assault. So any of the really time-intensive assaults, like, there's a good chance you could get there and you would be completing the assault normally, but you have to trade the thing first before you, like, do the thing. So it's one big shit show. Like, there's an extra step basically that could cause you to time out. But you have to log all 50 assaults in that book again. And then the biggest part of all is you have to trade 30,000 Alexandrite chunks to a Kickern and Nashmal for a specific item. I don't remember what it is. And you also have to get, I think, 100,000 ampoules of Therian Ichor from an event called Einherjar that we've never actually done before. Which we might actually be able to go do now that I think about it. But I don't think trusts are allowed inside of it, so we'd probably want to like switch to red mage or blue mage to go do it, which I don't know if we should right now, because we're already like an hour in, and yeah, I just don't think it's a good idea. Yeah, the mythic upgrading process is fairly insane, and it gets even more insane at 95 plus, because like, if I remember right, the trials for mythics are fairly similar to relics. So you do kill shot trials with the mythic weapon skills, with the mythic equipped, but then also after that's over, it's like kill different NMs in Treasure of Aragon and like event completion. Like it's like, well, one of them's like kill armored chariot 5 times, and that means you got to go to Arapago Remnants 5 times. But there's a daily lockout on Arapago Remnants, so it takes literally 5 days because you have to wait for the reset. For that, just that remnant. So that's not even all mythics. Specific mythics. Okay, 1440. I'm not the best photographer here, but you know, whatever. We would have killed getting this much Zenny per soul plate back in the day. Like back in the day, like you'd go out, you'd take 12 photos or whatever it was, you know, stack of soul plates basically, and you'd bring them back, and you'd want it to be either the UV from C or his subject of interest. And if it was the UV from C, it gave like, I think it was 180 Zenny, and that was really damn high. And if it was his subject of interest, it would give like 150. Actually, and depending on the level of monster, it could be anywhere as like low as like 72 Zenny. And I remember working really hard to save up like just enough Zenny to do this back in the day, to make my own Achamoth set. And I think it took me like 5 stacks of soul plates. And I think I turned them in for like I want to say it was like 72 per soul plate or something. It's just absolutely miserable. But I got my organics, and I still have it on Vire, and I was just gonna delivery box it to Calm Wind, but then I couldn't. I was like, oh, whatever, I'll put it on the auction house. And I couldn't put it on the auction house either. And I recall a hunter friend, well versed in Ottergun fauna, telling me that this creature is native to Halvung. Your adventurer's instincts should reveal to you the suitable location to place the lure. I have every confidence that you will not fail to locate that which you seek. Yeah. It's just gonna be me running through Halvung, aggroing every troll and thing again. Although actually I guess my rings are back up now by this point, so maybe we won't aggro literally everything on the way up there. This one's on Halvung map 1, which I believe the fastest way to it is more or less to take the survival guide to Wadjom Woodlands. And look at that person just fucking botting the same exact fucking character. Glad dual boxers have fun doing that, but like at the same time, I always kind of hate it because it's just like you're dual boxing, and you probably go around telling people that you do all this stuff alone, but like you hardly do any of it alone. So like, because you're actually dual boxing, like trio box, like that's like a triple box or quad box or whatever. There, it's like 4 real characters. Okay, come on. Okay, I'm gonna use Ark Angel, Galka, and Zayd at the same time. See what happens. Call my party the Bara party. I've loved having these rings, but they've made me super lazy / entitled, and I feel like I don't have to spend money on silent oil and prism powder, but at the same time, these rings have a 15-minute cooldown, and it's just like, if you don't want to aggro anything at all ever, if it's not, like if you're not going to an area of true sight or true sound, then you need to be able to refresh your stuff if the zone is really big that you're running through. And so it's just like one of those things where I wind up wasting time because I just like I can't sneak, and I just like, whatever, I'll just aggro everything and then fight it. Achamoth is basically a super Wamora. It has magic, I believe. And it's more or less sort of the same power tier as a Sky God. I don't think it has a 2-hour ability. I could be wrong. I don't remember having it one. I know back in the day the procedure was to zone into Mount Zion from across, like right across the long turd-shaped cave we're entering right now on the map. So enter from that side and then drag Achamoth from its spawn zone all the way to the zone line so that you could zone all its ads and then fight it without having to worry about ads after that. And it's quite the trek. It's quite the trek to do that. And it's kind of funny because, like, I didn't realize just how long it was back in the day. All I remember is my link shell being like, okay, we're going to go spawn Achamoth. So, just wait here or whatever. And I don't think I ever actually got to spawn it myself, even though I made a set for it back in the day. I'm pretty sure by the time I actually got to spawn it, it was already like 99 cap or whatever, and it was something we were doing for shits and gigs. Either that or it was we let the okay, I remember what it was. We let the link shell thief or whatever, the person that was going to be spawning the tier 3, we let them take the rare exclusive drop from the previous NM, which the NM everyone used to do for tier 2 for this pass back then was an Anthaboga, because it was just the easiest one to get to and the easiest one to deal with. And it probably would have been even easier to deal with if we'd realized that you could neuter Dahaks by hitting them with any instance of water damage. Yeah, this is roughly where Achamoth spawns, I'm pretty sure. And I should have grabbed Thief Sub, but Worst comes to worst, we can just we'll just put Zayt away or put Ark Angel Galco away or something, and pull out an Enemigo to have at least Treasure Hunter 1. Just like a Sky God, Achamoth can actually drop 2 of both of its big drops, which is the Organics and the I want to say Wise Braconi or some shit, but I'm probably remembering wrong. Okay, sorry, Zayt. You know, does Archangel Mithra have Treasure Hunter 1? She's got Thief Sub. Yeah, let's try it. No, fuck it. I'm in the mood for Archangels. We just worked so hard to get these, so why not? Let's see. Okay, trade. Rock Juice. A known favorite of the notorious Remora Achamoth. Allegedly irresistible enough to draw the man-eating moth from hiding. Achamoth. And it's just the same size as the other ones. For some reason I thought it was bigger. Oh well. Yeah, get him, Ark Angel Galco. And he weapon skills fast. Oh, son of a gun. No organics. I am a sad panda right now. And I don't think Sanraku gives you multiple thingamajigs either. And I also don't think the Wise Braconi or Oracle's Braconi are any good. Yeah. Yeah. It's unfortunate, but you know, whatever. I don't think they were good even back in the day. Could be wrong. Don't think I am. What to do with the rest of the video, though? We don't have to make it really any longer than this. I'm not gonna like jump back into the storylines. I guess we'll go back to Sanraku and see if he'll take Achamoth's antenna. And if he won't, since I've already turned one in before, I'll just I'll just throw it away, because I don't really care about it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've didn't I do like Goto the Radolan or something like that one time? I don't really remember. I think some people murk the tier 4 ZNM drops these days. They say, you need this, selling it, you know, like 4 million or something, and make people pay to like join the party. Single tally is proof positive of your prowess as an adventurer. You shan't be requiring another. Okay, so Yeah, I'm just gonna throw Atchmoth antenna away because it's just inventory -1. And let's see, we'll go turn in these REMS chapters. I did get my atrophy tights +1, by the way. That was the thing we were waiting on. And the cure potency is definitely amazing. The healing magic and the enhancing magic still are amazing. Everything about them is just adorable and great for red mage spellcasting. At least for healing and enhancing magic. Not so much care about them for the other two or three types of magic. I also wanted to get an ambuscade cape. I think I remarked on that last video when I saw that one Elven Red Mage that had like the 11 tick refresh on their refresh idol set, which means 17 tick refresh with just refresh 2. Like an unlimited MP, I tell you. But their cape, their ambuscade cape for Red Mage has like plus 20% enhancing magic duration, so that could be quite the damn it, quite the cool, good thing. Oh man, I guess I should go to sleep. I am too tired. Probably because I'm hungry. I get sleepier when I'm hungry. I just don't have any energy. I believe the bazaar spot, most popular bazaar spot here on Bahamut is Port Juno instead of Upper Juno, which I'm still adjusting to. Also, like, remember how crazy some of the Japanese players' bazaars were? Like how they'd have stuff that no one would even touch or buy or whatever? Well, the North American ones don't really seem to be like that too much. There's a few that are kind of like that. But for the most part, I'm just seeing outrageous prices here. I know everything's more expensive on this server, but like, it's also just seems to be like, some people have some really unrealistic expectations of what people are going to buy stuff for. Like, I saw a guy, he had Plutons in his inventory. Ooh, 20k on Devious is a really good deal. But yeah, he had dicks. Plutons for 110k per piece, like a piece. It's like, who's gonna pay that? What are you actually doing, dude? I'm guessing the idea is to maybe trick someone into buying a single Pluton for the stack price or something. Like, people play this game drunk and high all the time, so it's actually not that uncommon for people to accidentally pay, like, you know, 1 digit over what something costs. You know, it's like 1 magnitude. Like, really common thing to hear a tale of, you know, I put something on the auction house for 1k and someone paid 10k for it, or I put something on the auction house for 100,000 gil and someone paid 1 million. And it's long been a practice for, or it was a practice for ancient currency before they put the colored borders on the high quality pieces, for people to try to put a single Like, oh, look at this guy. He's selling devious dye for 90k a piece. 90k a piece. Like, are you insane? This guy's got one of the Voracious Resurgence weapons or things. The shield. Duban. Yeah. Slowly devours your soul. Yeah, all relics and mythics do that. At least during the process of making them. No. Not literally, though, as like a... Oh yeah, here's the guy at the Plutons for the stack price on the auction house or whatever for the singles. Like, I don't know if he's like trying to get price negotiation or what. Or if he's literally just trying to fool people. It's pretty silly though. Oh man. But also, just like on Odin, some people are sending AFK in Eastern Adeline by like the auction house and the Moogle house. And not nearly as many people by the Moogle house in Western Adeline on Bahamut here. But there's some. And there's a lot of people who stand down here by this Obero guy with these items. I don't know if that's because, like, he's also the NPC that you trade these to, or what? Oh ho, was that a figment of my imagination, or did your aura just resonate with mine? Pardon me if I'm yawning like a crazy bastard, but it took a moment to realize that someone of such low station as you could possibly hope to pique my interest. I'm sorry if you had been offended by the truth, but your adventures have been giving me little reason to reconsider my position. If you cannot handle the sparks that fly from my tongue, perhaps you'd invest in a thicker skin before considering yourself with weapons. Yes, it would certainly do you well to know my name. I go by Opero, and as a blacksmith from the Far East, I contrive exquisite instruments with salt, almost from thin air. While I am undoubtedly the most accomplished smith in my homeland, I am not an arrogant elven. I have heard the rumors of Borghertz's greatness and have come to broaden my horizons under his wing. Know you of Borghertz, the legendary blacksmith revered throughout the Far East? Yeah, I do. I met his ghost the maximum number of times. What? He has passed on and hammers away happily upon the big anvil in the sky? I grow weary of elucidating obvious information to a clodpole such as you, but at least your skills with the weapon look to be sharper than your mind. A lauded blacksmith like myself can decipher in an instant that your piece is of some merit, some being the operative word. No need to get defensive, yeesh. It is amazing how you were able to survive any battles with a head as hot as that. What I was trying to say before was I was so rudely interrupted is that even I at times require your assistance. While I may not be able to trust in your brains, I can put a modicum of faith in your brawn. As for your reward, it shall be an armament more resilient than anything you have wielded previously. Do you not wish to hold in your hands greatness incarnate, fashioned by the best smithy in the land? I had the utmost confidence that such talk would get you slobbering in anticipation. The best part is that you will not even have to use that pea-sized brain of yours. Simply procure me a few materials that have yet to find their way to market, and I will lend you my boundless prowess to create a tool of extraordinary puissance. You need not even trouble yourself over sums, for they are all divvied up according to weapon. As long as you can muster the determination to choose an item, I will tell you the type and the number of materials you must amass for me to craft it. Designate which you will list from the list, which I will show you henceforth to begin the adventure. Okay, so he's got all this stuff. It's all basically job specific weapons, and I don't know which is which or what's even worth anything. I think the pre-win is a shield for Paladin that's really good. I think a Redabar is a polearm. Mimesis is a sword for blue mage. Let's see. Minos. In mini -10, huh? For that, I require a Sootsy Claw, a Darksteel Volk, and a Toporok. Furthermore, I need 150 Plutons, chunks of Betesu, or Riftborn Boulders. We do all remember that I am not some hack who labors in the metalworks and require exact numbers if I am to forge a decent piece. So he makes these job-specific weapons. I suppose they're at level 119. I think they can be augmented as well. It looks like most of them take stuff from the Camir Drift's Wildkeeper Reeve, in addition to older weapons. I'm not sure if any of these are actually super duper worthwhile. Sword enhancement spell damage looks pretty nice. And so is that magic damage plus 70. Phalanx receive plus 2 is okay, I suppose. Oh, I see this knife on thieves all the time. I guess it's because of that treasure hunter effect. Yeah, it's a nice shield for Paladin. Let's say Cronus. Scythe. Huh. Ark Toy, huh? Grants an additional song effect. The Terpander, huh? I wonder if that can be augmented to give plus 2 to songs or something. Ranger exclusive gun, huh? For the most part, I don't think any of these are actually really worthwhile. Their skill seems to be pretty low. I think you can augment them, and I think the augments can make them kind of worthwhile. I'm pretty sure most of the augments for them are like plus 70 accuracy or something ridiculous like that. And I know some of them have some ridiculous stats on them, or at least apparently ridiculous stacks. Cardless ability use sounds kind of nice. And that magic damage right on the gun also sounds kind of nice. Oh, that's a nice bell for Geomancer. 99 gives you handbell skill plus 18, Geomancy plus 5. Makes your Leopan take less damage. That's pretty nice. Now, I've heard this greatsword, which is the Rune Fencer JSE, I've heard it's the best sword to tank with. And I guess it's because it gives that physical damage taken to, it lets you go beyond the physical damage taken reduction cap without being a relic or anything. So, it's for tanking. But honestly, I don't, unless you can augment it with further of that, I don't know how it would actually go beyond that. Oh god. I probably need to stop talking and stop the video. But yeah. My goals now that I've got Ark Angel trusts is basically let's play progression wise. I guess, you know, there's no reason not to. Just do the rest of Seekers of Adeline and Rhapsodies of Enodil and finish the storylines. Because we still have the Voracious Resurgence after that. And I don't even know where you start the Voracious Resurgence or how you start it. Because it never started on Vyre, and I've played on him since it came out, so, or started coming out. So I don't know where it starts, how it starts, anything about it. It's the only storyline in the game I've never done, never touched. So that's not like immediately soon, but that's like in the nearish future, and it'll be really interesting because I'll be completely blind. Got no idea about nothing. Actually, I know that one of the fights involves fighting quados in Zerun mines because you see people do it if you level there. But you also, I also saw a Hunting for Games vid where he did it. But yeah, so there's that. I want to go ahead and level all my jobs to 99 if I can. Like you can see, I already started working on Ninja, and I was mainly doing Ninja next because it would, through the use of Dokken, it would cap my throwing. It really bugs me when I'm at 99 and my skills are below par or below blue. Like when my skills aren't blue, like this bothers me right now. The fact that I don't have cap skill on all the weapons on Warrior, it's actually driving me nuts. So yeah, I want to level all the other jobs mainly just to skill them up because they all will gain skill. And you know, it's just like when we level them all to 75. Most all of them will have enough skills that overlap to where once we get everything to 99, we won't have all of our skills capped completely, but we'll have so many of our skills capped that like we won't feel like we're behind at least. That's what I want. I want to do that. There's EXP campaign going on basically for the whole month, so it's a really good time to do it. It might behoove us to go ahead and finish Rhapsodies to get those last few key items as well. And come on, Ryan, work with me here. You get enhanced EXP. It's like, I mean, I guess I could check it out to make sure that we actually get enhanced EXP, but from the further ones, but I'm pretty sure we do because they all do that. I would like to get some job points at some point as well, although they're not required at all for the storylines we're gonna do. But let's see. We still have to get Rhapsody and Puce, Rhapsody and Ochre, and the Scintillating Rhapsody. So let's see what those all give. Okay, Rhapsody and Puce is 30% more EXP and skill up gains. Rhapsody and Ochre is 30% more capacity points. 30% more Unity accolades. Walk of Echoes, players will receive the following temporary items upon entry. I already get all of those. I wonder if I only get them because the campaign's going on, but I already get all those. I already got all those when before the campaign was going on. Huh. Wildkeeper Reeves, the cost of items required for participation is halved to 15,000 bailed, 7,500 if you have maximum Adeline fame. Oh, so there's a reason to do Adeline fame. Cost in Adeline coalitions decreases to the same level they would be if the coalition was fully edified. Additional items for sale by Curio Moguls. Okay. And what about Scintillating Rhapsody? Okay. Scintillating Rhapsody. Used for ability to start quests to obtain Aeonic weapons. Ability to purchase Primeval Brew temporary items for 11 million Escasilt for Gia's feat. Ability to access Omen and therefore reforged artifact armor +2 and +3. Ability to access Empor Rox's wares. Ability to upgrade ultimate weapons to item level 119 tier 3 and their augmentable phases. Ability to augment Oberon's JSE weapons. Access to Sortie and thus reforged Empyrean armor +2. And job-specific earrings. Dynamis Divergence access. Okay, so basically Scintillating Rhapsody, if it doesn't also give a bunch of ability ups, then it gives, and EXP gains, it gives access to stuff. But I was pretty sure it also gave gains, so I'm not sure, but they don't say anything about gains on there, but oh well. We're currently on, I think we're still on becoming something more, I guess, which is 3-tac 13. Yeah, become something more that wants to become a god. And Rhapsodies ends at 3-tac 35. So we've got 22 more cutscenes for Rhapsodies. Well, they're not all cutscenes. There's, let's see, 1, 2, 3 more fights. So we've got 20 cutscenes and 3 fights to do for Rhapsodies. And it might be worth going ahead and doing them. I mean, there's no reason not to. Other than, you know, like, what about doing the storylines in order? But the ending of Seekers of Adeline is actually, I mean, it's not really that important to Rhapsody's story at all, so, I mean, they're both end in fights that are still relatively difficult at item level, with Rhapsody's being slightly more difficult. But we can do it. We can do it. So that'll be what we're doing in the near future here. And I have a better looking sword for lockstyles. Anyway, thanks for watching. Stay safe and have a great day. And next time, we'll do more stuff. There might be extra recordings. I don't know. I might record some Mebuscade or some other stuff or anything. So please look forward to it. And again, thank you for watching. And I hope you enjoy it. I hope you have a nice day.